Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. Tanner Scott's debut season with the Los Angeles Dodgers has unfolded in a way that no one could have predicted, and not in a good way. When the team signed him to a 4-year, $72 million deal, expectations were sky high, both for him individually and for the bullpen as a whole. The hope was that Scott would come in as a reliable late-inning arm, someone who could shut down games and give the Dodgers the kind of stability they desperately needed in high-pressure situations. Instead, the season has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, with frustration and unpredictability overshadowing the promise that the contract once represented. Sunday's matchup against the Arizona Diamondbacks perfectly encapsulated the struggles Scott has faced. With the game on the line in the 8th inning, he delivered a fastball right over the center of the plate, and Corbin Carroll didn't hesitate for a moment. The ball soared over the fence, tying the game in dramatic fashion and leaving Scott shaking his head in disbelief. This moment wasn't an isolated incident. It was the 8th blown save of his season, and it highlighted a recurring theme that has plagued Scott throughout the year: a tendency to allow home runs when it matters most. 9 homers allowed may not sound catastrophic at first glance, but when you consider that his rate of homers per 9 innings has skyrocketed to a career high of 1.66, the numbers start to tell a worrying story. For a pitcher who prides himself on command and precision, each home run feels like a personal failure, a glaring reminder that even the smallest lapse in location can have significant consequences at the major league level. After the walk-off victory that the Dodgers managed to claw out despite the setback, Scott was candid about his feelings. "It's incredibly frustrating," he said. "You never want to see the ball leave the park, especially in those situations. It's a tough pill to swallow, but you just have to go out there and fix it." There's a certain humility in that statement, an acknowledgement that even at the highest level of professional baseball, mistakes are inevitable, and the key is learning from them quickly. For Scott, this season has been a lesson in patience and perseverance, forcing him to confront the limits of his own control and the nuances of major league hitting. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts, ever the analyst, has a slightly different perspective. For him, the problem isn't Scott's raw talent, it's predictability. If you look at the spray charts, Roberts explained, everything is middle. He's not walking guys, which is a positive, but when good hitters, right-handed or left-handed, can zero in on a specific part of the plate, they're going to have more success. The essence of Roberts' observation is clear. In baseball, excellence is often measured not just by what a player can do, but by what he can prevent opponents from exploiting. And when a pitcher becomes predictable, even the best stuff can be neutralized. Interestingly, when you look at the numbers, the issue isn't simply about giving up poor pitches. The percentage of Scott's pitches that could be classified as meatballs or easily hittable offerings has actually decreased slightly from 7.7% to 7.5%. But hitters are swinging at those pitches more aggressively, 87.5% of the time, which represents an increase of 6.4% from the previous season. Scott's arsenal is more controlled than ever, yet the precision that should be his strength is, ironically, part of the problem. By throwing strikes consistently and reducing wild pitches, he has inadvertently made himself more predictable. Batters know where to look, and they are capitalizing. This paradox extends to Scott's fastball in particular. While his overall command has improved, the ability to consistently locate the fastball outside of the middle of the plate has lagged behind. The pitch that once was a source of confidence has become a source of vulnerability. Scott himself admits he doesn't fully understand why the fastball has drifted toward the center so often this season. "I don't know. I probably should have gone with a slider on that one," he reflected. "But I trust my fastball, and it just missed down the middle." It's a subtle distinction, but one that defines the difference between a game-changing strikeout and a momentum-shifting home run. In baseball, the margins are razor thin, and for Scott, those margins have been tested repeatedly. Earlier in the season, Scott attributed some of his struggles to adjustments in his delivery. There was a period when he wasn't sure if the timing or mechanics of his throw were contributing to mistakes over the plate. Recently, however, Roberts has indicated that the delivery itself is solid. The challenge now is more strategic than mechanical. It's about varying location, keeping hitters guessing, and being willing to challenge different parts of his zone instead of falling into a predictable pattern. Right now, his delivery is clean and his stuff is good, Roberts explained. It's about attacking different parts of the hitting zone and making guys chase instead of giving them something to sit on. Beyond Scott, the Dodgers as a team have been navigating other challenges that have compounded the pressure on their pitching staff. The absence of veteran third baseman Max Muncy has been felt deeply, particularly in terms of run production and lineup stability. Muncy is not just a power hitter. He is a leader whose presence extends beyond the stat sheet. His ability to get on base consistently and create scoring opportunities for teammates has been sorely missed. The lineup has rotated through a series of substitutes, from rookies to veterans, attempting to fill the gap, but none have fully replicated Muncy's impact. The team's recent struggles at the plate, including scoring just one run in the first 2 games of the series against Arizona, underscore just how vital his return will be. Muncy's recovery from an oblique pull was progressing on schedule, and the expectation was that he would be back to contribute soon. However, a minor setback unrelated to the original injury, a bout with a head cold and sinus issues, has pushed that timeline back. The Dodgers are now facing the challenge of competing in a tight division race without one of their most important offensive weapons. In a sport where timing and momentum are everything, Muncy's absence adds another layer of complexity to an already difficult season. For a team fighting to maintain focus and consistency, every missed opportunity magnifies the pressure on players like Scott, who are trying to regain their form and stabilize critical innings. As the season progresses, the Los Angeles Dodgers find themselves in a precarious position, caught between moments of brilliance and periods of uncertainty that threaten to undermine their title aspirations. The pressure on the team has only intensified with each passing week, particularly in the bullpen, where Tanner Scott's struggles have become both a symbol and a symptom of larger challenges. For a team that has invested heavily in talent, the expectation is always high, and the margin for error is vanishingly small. In baseball, the difference between victory and defeat often comes down to inches, split-second decisions, and the ability to maintain composure when the stakes are highest. Scott, in his pursuit of consistency, has been forced to navigate this unforgiving landscape, aware that every pitch carries consequences far beyond the individual moment. The Dodgers' bullpen has long been considered one of the strengths of the organization, yet this season it has faced turbulence that tests even the most seasoned veterans. When a closer struggles, it creates a ripple effect that can destabilize an entire game plan. Managers must shuffle roles, pitchers must adjust routines, and the psychological burden on the team intensifies. For Scott, the recurring home runs have not only been a personal challenge, but also a focal point for scrutiny. Analysts and fans alike dissect each outing, searching for patterns or explanations. And while statistics provide context, they often fail to capture the nuance of what it means to pitch under pressure in front of tens of thousands of fans. The tension is palpable each time Scott takes the mound, a mix of anticipation, hope, and apprehension that underscores the complexity of modern baseball. Meanwhile, the offense has had to adapt in the absence of Max Muncy, whose delayed return has left a notable void in the lineup. Muncy is not merely a power hitter. He embodies a combination of patience, intelligence, and timing that few players can replicate. His ability to get on base consistently creates opportunities for the entire team, turning potential scoring chances into tangible advantages. Without him, the Dodgers have experimented with multiple players at third base, from rookies eager to prove themselves to veterans attempting to fill the gap. Each substitution carries risk, as the rhythm and chemistry of a lineup can be disrupted by even small changes. The team's ability to manufacture runs has been hampered, and this shortfall has placed additional pressure on the pitching staff to keep games close. Every mistake on the mound, every misplayed ball in the field, is magnified in significance because the margin for error has shrunk. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts has been vocal about the need for discipline and focus, emphasizing that there is no single switch that can instantly correct lapses in performance. Every little play, every pitch should be equally important, Roberts has said, underscoring the mindset required for success over the long grind of a major league season. Baseball is unique in its relentless pace. Games occur almost daily, and there is little time for recovery from mental or physical errors. A player can be brilliant one night and falter the next, and the cumulative effect of small mistakes can be decisive in tight division races. For the Dodgers, maintaining a consistent approach is essential not only for individual development, but also for preserving team cohesion and momentum. In this context, Scott's struggle to control his fastball is emblematic of a broader challenge. Balancing talent with execution, confidence with caution, and mechanics with strategy. The Dodgers' recent performance against sub-.500 teams has raised questions about mental focus and competitive edge. Since late July, they have compiled a less-than-ideal record against teams they were expected to beat, while maintaining strong performances against opponents with winning records. This paradox highlights the difficulty of sustaining intensity and concentration throughout a long season. It is easy to rise to the occasion against formidable opponents, but it is equally important to approach every game with the same commitment, regardless of the perceived strength of the opposition. Roberts has expressed concern over this inconsistency, noting that the team must guard against complacency and treat every matchup as critical. The Dodgers' standing in the division, coupled with the looming presence of other elite teams, makes it clear that even minor lapses in focus can have outsized consequences. The Dodgers' approach to managing these intertwined pressures reflects a broader philosophy that emphasizes preparation, awareness, and accountability. Players are encouraged to focus on the process rather than the outcome, to treat each pitch and each play with equal importance. This mindset fosters consistency and helps mitigate the impact of external pressures. Yet, implementing this philosophy in practice is far from simple. Human error, physical fatigue, and the unpredictability of opposing teams create an environment in which mistakes are inevitable. The difference between a successful season and a disappointing one often lies in how a team responds to adversity, how quickly it can adjust, and how effectively it can maintain focus under sustained stress. For the Dodgers, the coming weeks will serve as a critical test of these qualities. Within this context, the narrative of Tanner Scott's season becomes a microcosm of the challenges facing the Dodgers as a whole. His struggles on the mound, while personal, mirror the broader tension between expectation and execution, between talent and performance. Baseball, more than any other sport, magnifies small moments into defining experiences. One misplaced fastball can change the course of a game, alter momentum, and influence the team's trajectory over multiple weeks. Scott's journey this season is a testament to the complexity of pitching at the highest level, the necessity of mastering mechanics, maintaining confidence, reading hitters, and executing under pressure. Each inning is a crucible, and each outing provides lessons that extend beyond the box score. As the Dodgers move forward, the focus will be on cohesion, adaptation, and resilience. Integrating returning players, managing the bullpen effectively, and maintaining offensive production are all intertwined challenges that must be navigated with care. Tanner Scott's ability to refine his approach, combined with strategic adjustments by the coaching staff, will play a pivotal role in shaping the team's fortunes. In a league where the competition is fierce and the margin for error is minimal, success depends on a delicate balance of skill, strategy, and mental toughness. For Scott and the Dodgers, the task is clear. Confront adversity head-on, learn from setbacks, and capitalize on every opportunity to maintain their position as contenders in a highly competitive division. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The Los Angeles Dodgers have reportedly sent shockwaves across Major League Baseball with what insiders are calling the most monumental signing in the history of the sport, the acquisition of MOOKIE BETTS. Rumors have been circulating in the clubhouse and among analysts that this move is more than just a typical off-season trade. It's a seismic event with implications that could redefine the balance of power in the league for years to come. Sources close to the organization suggest that the Dodgers were aggressively pursuing BETTS for months, navigating a labyrinth of negotiations with the Boston Red Sox and agents, while ensuring that every financial and contractual detail aligned perfectly. According to whispers from league insiders, the terms of the deal are unprecedented, with the potential to reshape not only the Dodgers roster, but also the future of player contracts across the MLB. Observers have noted that the Dodgers front office has been meticulously crafting a strategy that combines high-impact acquisitions with a deep farm system, signaling a commitment to sustained dominance. Speculation is also rife regarding the clubhouse dynamics, with many veteran players reportedly thrilled, yet cautiously optimistic about integrating BETTS into the existing lineup. The sheer magnitude of this rumored signing has created a frenzy among fans, with social media exploding in discussions, memes, and projections about how this historic move will affect the Dodgers' chances of winning yet another World Series, signaling a transformative chapter in the annals of baseball history. Reports indicate that the Dodgers' pursuit of MOOKIE BETTS was not merely transactional, but deeply strategic, hinting at a long-term vision that may extend far beyond the immediate season. Sources within the organization have been quietly murmuring that the signing represents a synthesis of talent, marketability, and leadership, with BETTS' renowned work ethic and clutch performances perfectly complementing the team's existing superstars. According to insiders, negotiations were intense and extended over multiple months, with the Dodgers reportedly navigating a complex web of financial constraints, player options, and league regulations to finalize what some are calling the most audacious acquisition in MLB history. Analysts have suggested that this rumored signing could shift the competitive landscape dramatically, forcing rival teams to reconsider their strategies, scouting priorities, and even payroll allocations in anticipation of the Dodgers' new powerhouse configuration. Rumors within the league suggest that the Red Sox, while reluctant to part with BETTS, were ultimately persuaded by a combination of financial incentives and guarantees regarding the player's future role. Meanwhile, whispers from the player's camp indicate that BETTS himself is enthusiastic about joining a franchise with championship aspirations, envisioning an opportunity to contribute both on the field and as a mentor to younger talent. Conversations in sports media circles have speculated endlessly about how this acquisition might affect ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and national broadcast ratings, further underscoring the enormous ripple effect of this reported blockbuster move. The intensity of these rumors has cultivated a sense of anticipation and excitement that borders on frenzy, with fans, analysts, and competitors alike watching closely to see how this historical development will unfold in the upcoming season. According to league insiders, the ramifications of the Dodgers' rumored acquisition of MOOKIE BETTS extend far beyond the baseball diamond, touching on marketing, fan engagement, and even cultural influence. Rumors suggest that the franchise anticipates a surge in merchandise sales, ticket demand, and national media attention, potentially redefining the commercial landscape of the MLB. Analysts have been quietly speculating that BETTS' presence could catalyze a series of strategic initiatives, including special fan events, sponsorship opportunities, and heightened media coverage, all designed to leverage the perceived historic significance of the move. Whispered reports indicate that rival teams are closely monitoring the situation, aware that the Dodgers' rumored signing may set a new benchmark for player contracts and expectations, compelling them to re-evaluate internal strategies, scouting priorities, and payroll allocations to remain competitive. Meanwhile, sports media insiders have noted that fans are overwhelmingly intrigued by the rumored blockbuster, generating viral discussions on social media platforms, betting markets, and sports forums. Conversations have centered on projections, statistical simulations, and potential lineups, with some insiders suggesting that this rumored acquisition could reshape the narrative of the entire season before a single pitch is thrown. Additionally, there are murmurs of potential cultural impact, with BETTS' community engagement, leadership, and public persona, potentially serving as a model for younger athletes across the country. The speculative nature of these reports has only intensified the excitement surrounding the Dodgers, creating a palpable sense of anticipation that continues to build with every passing day. Whispers from multiple sources indicate that Mookie Betts' rumored arrival in Los Angeles could usher in a new era for the Dodgers, one defined by dominance, strategy, and unparalleled media attention. Rumors circulating within league circles suggest that the team's executives have been meticulously aligning every element of the acquisition, from contractual nuances to marketing initiatives, to ensure a seamless integration that maximizes both on-field success and off-field influence. Observers note that the anticipated chemistry between Betts and existing Dodgers stars could produce unprecedented synergy, potentially reshaping team dynamics and game strategies in ways that other franchises will struggle to counter. Insider chatter has also highlighted that the rumored move may have cascading effects on the broader MLB ecosystem, influencing how teams approach free agency, contract negotiations, and player development pipelines in response to the Dodgers' bold strategy. In fan communities, speculation is reaching fever pitch, with every social media post, tweet, and rumor being dissected, debated, and amplified in real time, creating an environment of near-constant anticipation. Sports analysts have further suggested that Betts' rumored presence could elevate the Dodgers' profile on national and international stages, drawing attention from casual fans, media outlets, and potential sponsors alike. The intensity of these whispered reports has transformed what might otherwise have been a routine signing into an event of historical significance, a spectacle that combines strategic genius, athletic prowess, and cultural resonance, leaving fans, competitors, and commentators alike eagerly awaiting the day when the rumors either solidify into reality or are rewritten by the unfolding storylines of Major League Baseball. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.